So this is the all-new MSI Claw A1M AI Plus, and it's pulling over 150 frames in Cyberpunk 2077 on max settings. Even more impressive, this thing is the best handheld chip Intel have ever built for this category. And I want to mention the price up from £1,300. For comparison, that's roughly double a Steam Deck OLED, and it's about £500 more than the ROG Xbox Ally X. So who's this actually for, and why Intel over AMD chips that have owned this space, the handheld space, for years? Why in 2026 this thing is still running Windows? So the first thing you notice in this brand new device, well, it's much thicker, much wider, and much heavier as well. And that's because there's a full PC inside this device with an Intel ARM G3 Extreme, 32GB of RAM, a terabyte of storage, 2 fans, a huge battery. It is running the same AAA games as any gaming laptop, and after 2 weeks, honestly, the size stopped being the story. You also got HoloFlex sticks and triggers, so no drift, and the layout, in my opinion, is the right one. It's straight from the X. And up top, you get a power button with a fingerprint sensor on it, 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, a micro SD slot for even more games, and a headphone jack. And everything just sits around this beautiful void purple finish that honestly got this plastic that doesn't hold any fingerprints whatsoever. And right in the middle, as you can see here, is this great 8-inch panel, full HD plus, 16:10, up to 120 Hz, so it's sharp, smooth, great colors, and one of the nicest panels out there without comparing it straight with the OLED. And one thing I really want to flag is the peak brightness on this one, and a little bit disappointing, 500 nits. And I took this outside with dark games like Cyberpunk 2077, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Resident Evil Requiem. And honestly, in the shade, max out, all I saw is my own reflection, and with direct light, it's basically a mirror. For a device that's supposed to be used everywhere, that is a little bit low, to be honest. And for comparison, again, the Steam Deck OLED sit around 1000 nits, which is the sweet spot for this kind of device. But indoors, you take this in the dark, and it's a great device, like deep blacks, everything reads right. I have been playing a lot of Avatar Frontier of Pandora before bed lately, and in that room, this screen makes that Django glow the way it really should. And then if you check a bright game, like I would say Spider-Man 2 or Forza Horizon 6, hold up honestly fine, even outdoors as well. It's just darker games outdoors in the sun. It doesn't look that great. And since this is a use everywhere device, the 80-watt-hour battery really matters. And it's on par with most of other handhelds of this category. And it also got fast charger as well, up to 65 watts over USB-C, and MSI is claiming up to 1.5 to 2 hours and the heavy gaming, and up to 5 hours for light stuff. On a charge, you get a couple hours of good gaming before you need to top it. High or ultra, this thing didn't flinch whatsoever, and I checked Marvel Spider-Man 2, Hogwarts Legacy, Forza Horizon 6, and plenty other games, and temperatures are comfortable in the 70 degrees Celsius every single time. And that really takes me to why I want to talk about this new G3 chip from Intel, because AMD have dominated the handheld space for years. Intel did try it before, and I got here the original MSI Claw A1M right here, that ran on a Meteor Lake chip, more of a low to mid-tier laptop chip, and it really showed. Like some games only, Forza Horizon 6 doesn't work on this thing. This all-new G3 Extreme by Intel is different. It's built from the ground up for handheld. So the specifications back on top, you got 14 cores with Intel's newest manufacturing processor, boost up to 4.7, Arc B390 graphics, ray tracings. The hardware story here is generally good, which makes the software part so frustrating, because it's proven time to time again that Windows is not ready for the handheld mode. And don't take me wrong, because there is dedicated handheld mode called Xbox mode that locks down most of Windows background processor. So it's fine in theory. It only really works for games and certain apps. Navigating that with the thumbsticks, it still feels brilliant, but still a app on top of Windows. And when you hit play on any game, there's no signs of loading, like no spinning wheels, no process bars, no nothing. It's just wait. And when you compare that to SteamOS in MSI Claw, well, you do have like something telling you, and then you also got all the games on the main screen, so you know what you're gonna play, and it's just there. It feels more immediate. But it's a couple of bugs that really bother me the most. One of them is this. Right now, open Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. I cannot navigate with a thumbstick through that just because, again, it's Windows and you need to do it with your fingers on the touch screen. Also, play a game from Steam. Once you finish the game, it will drop you into Steam normal mode. So there's no way to manually go back to the Xbox mode. It's not even like big mode of Steam. So you cannot even use the thumbstick. So it's just frustrating. Now, every game that I play is great. Never was an issue. And that's because, well, it's Windows. All games works perfectly in Windows. And if I need to put a game on how this thing is, it honestly is not there yet. Like, to be a real console experience, like the hardware is great. And it could easily deliver like a full-long experience. But Windows was not built for thumbsticks. It's just an app on top of something, and it kind of worked, but it was not built from the ground up. It feels more as a patch and not a design feature. And again, when you put SteamOS like right next to it, it just feels completely different. Everything in your screen, you got your battery, you everything, all the games, what you've been playing, your latest hours or your friends, it's just all there. But now, to be clear, this is not a chip problem. This is not MSI's problem. This is not an ergonomic problem. Like, nothing overheat in this thing. This screen is great. It's just Windows. And you may be thinking, it's just me and Windows. Me and Windows, we're okay. Yes, I use Linux over here. Yes, I actually got an SSD with Steam OS already pre-installed for this machine. Spoiler, I've been already testing it, but that is a video for next week. So please, just make sure you actually subscribe to the channel if you want to see how the all-new G3 chip from Intel in this MSI Claw EX AI Plus really plays with Steam OS. But for now, guys, I'm CheCo Tech. Thanks for watching. As I said, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you on the next one, guys. Adios.